Today was the big day. Ole Miss officially announced Lane Kiffin, head football coach, in front of a huge crowd of fans and media. Kiffin's contract terms were also released today. He signed a 4-year, $16.2 million deal that includes $250,000 bonus for a college football playoff appearance and $100,000 for a bowl game. Noah Newman joins us live from Oxford. And Noah, that's a pretty good deal, right?
Yeah, Samara, I'd say that's a pretty good deal. Also interesting to point out, he's getting $5.3 million allotted for his assistants. So to hire the 10 assistants, he gets $5.3 million. That is ranked 14th most in the country, 7th most in the SEC. But yeah, I mean, Kiffin Mania started last night when he landed at the airport and continued here today at the Pavilion on Craddock Court when Lane Kiffin said, "Hello, Oxford." The Pavilion was packed for Lane Kiffin's big arrival. Current players, former players, Lane's family, including his dad, coaching legend Monte Kiffin, were all aboard for the big day.
Your new head football coach, Lane Kiffin.
You know, knowing him from afar, you know, he checked the boxes on a lot of what we had talked about.
Lane train, let's go!
Galvanized the fan base. Check.
I've talked to so many people, and everybody's like, I have not been this excited since the Sugar Bowl.
Experience coaching in the SEC. Check.
It was extremely competitive, 10 years ago at Tennessee. I think maybe as competitive as the conference has ever been, maybe ever.
Win on the recruiting trail. Check.
It started last night. I mean, I didn't change clothes yet from the plane, and, we got, obviously I can't talk specifically kids, but, starting last night and then again 6:30 this morning with in-state kids.
There were several standing ovations today, but the biggest one came when Kiffin said this.
Someone said, well, this place doesn't have tradition like the places you've been. I said, well, I know what tradition is. I remember this. I remember at Alabama coming down here playing this matchup, and in 3 years we only lost 2 games, and they were both to Ole Miss.
Lane Kiffin back in the SEC, and he says this time around he's different.
And then I really kind of changed and really realized, okay, there's more to it than this. That's not my calling. God's calling for me wasn't just to get guys drafted and make a bunch of money. It was to develop them off the field and have relationships with them and help them through things.
Different coach, same sense of humor.
A lot better than another tarmac experience that I had. I didn't know people were allowed on the tarmac. So it felt like I was in a movie, like all of a sudden they're like closing in on you and we're in, and like they got all the lights shining, like they just keep closing in. I'm like, all right, where are we going here? Like, and so like, just get out, it'll be okay. I'm like, okay. And it was awesome. The reception was great.
Well, there you go. And, Lane Kiffin said that he loved his time at Florida Atlantic, really enjoyed showing those players how to win, leading them to 2 Conference USA championships. But he always had that itch to come back and coach in the SEC. And here he is in Ole Miss. What a day for Ole Miss fans. Eli Manning starting on Monday Night Football, and Lane Kiffin introduced here in Oxford. Samaria, back to you.